quicker than normal.
It says we're live right now.
Oh, dang. Look at us
On
go.
my end.
And Nicole, speak of the devil female princess.
Hi.
I don't know how to save that. Nicole.
Hello.
How's it
How
going?
are you?
Good. I got some news for you. You don't even know yet.
What?
I'm not sure many people have noticed just yet. And hopefully it's okay with everyone. But starting in March, I plan to do a slight shift to the schedule in that instead of starting at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, where we would start at 6:30 Mountain Standard Time, which might be better for you, so then you're not like zipping home and like immediately being like,
Yeah.
but I have a workout class that I like to take on Sundays, and she's getting classes on different locations, and one of them is on a Wednesday, and it goes from 5 to 6. It's usually about 45 minutes, so I would never make it back in time for 6, but 6:30 should be. So hope that doesn't ruin anybody's day, but here we are.
Day ruined.
Oh yeah,
It's been a
that's
day.
even better.
I'm like, why can't I see the comments? I'm on the wrong thing.
Oh, I do that all the time. I'm just like, which one do
I'm looking at the private chat going, why don't I see anything?
Well, welcome everyone to Tackling the TBR Volume 1, the first ever of its kind. I'm going to be honest with you. If these go well, I may end up deciding to do this far more frequently because it definitely opens up our ability just to read. Because I know that we all have different tastes in reading. And if we try to put too much back to back to back to back, it's just after a while, you're like, I would like to read my own things, but I also want to participate in book club. And then it just snowballs down from there. So thanks, Shannon. I'm hoping. I paid for a membership, so if I can get it to 3 of these a week. Thanks, Shay.
Hi, Shay.
So yeah, this is going to be very casual. We probably won't go past 30 to 45 minutes. Charles will be here soon, so we can kind of hang out until then. Hey, Cool Gamer.
Hi, Cool Gamer.
Let's see. Yeah, what is everyone reading? Any favorite reads of the year so far? And anyone in the comments, feel free just to like throw what you're reading right now or like you're super excited about. Any exciting
reads of the year.
Also, in case if anyone needed a reason to spend more money on books, Liz, I'm looking at you. It is the pre-order sale for Barnes & Noble. So make sure that you get both of Julie's books because I'm sure we're going to read those. I'll probably think June for those because one comes out in April, one comes out in May. So give everyone time to read it. Nicole, I did order yours.
The Harlequins, right?
Coming. The Harlequins, yep.
Thanks.
Also, speaking of Julie and Lindsay, you can get her paperback of Slashing Through the Snow on Harlequin's website. I think she still has stock available. I didn't check it. I just bought it yesterday. Nicole, I also have a copy for you for that.
I only ordered 2 books while I was for the Barnes & Noble sale.
Oh, I think I ordered the Leigh Bardugo book, The Familiar, as well.
Book, and
I should have waited on that one because I'm thinking that my subscription box are going to do that, but I was like, can't let this moment go by. And honestly, Barnes & Noble's really good about refunding if I had to. So the title of Julie's books are...
I don't know.
Give me a moment, please. I have it written down. Under Siege, that one comes out May 21st. And then Innocent Witness, and that one comes out April 23rd. So yeah, probably just expect June to be Julie's month, and then we'll see what we can do from there.
Julie.
And her Christmas Tree Farm book 5 is not on there. I thought after the fact
I looked
for it. So yeah.
I know that's coming out in October though.
Yeah. Actually, the Carrie Maniscalco, I don't know if that's when we're talking about. Carrie Maniscalco is coming out in September, and I did pre-order that one. The Leigh Bardugo one comes out in April, so I might do it.
I really want to read that one.
And I might just read it when it first comes out.
Yeah.
Julie, June, yeah. We could do it in July because that's her birthday, but I'm also gone most of July, so that was a crazy face. Sorry, Nicole, you were getting ready to say things, and then I just kind of plowed right on through.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
Liz, you and I, we're
He has
gonna
a
read now.
priority straight.
We'll have a tackling the TBR for this one specifically, so that nobody that doesn't want to read it can skip it. Hope you guys knew what I meant.
Skip it.
Hi, Dina.
So yeah.
So, what did you ask?
What are you reading currently? Have you had a favorite read this year? What are you most looking forward to this year? Literally all of it. Let's just start the conversation.
All of the things. I've read 10 books so far this year.
Well, that's a lot.
Wow.
I'm proud of you.
Holy moly. I've only finished 2, but I'm in the middle of so many right
now. Favorite? Probably my last 3 that I just read. Nighthawk by Beverly Jenkins, of course, because it's Beverly Jenkins.
Yeah, how can you ever Beverly Jenkins?
Teach Me by Olivia Dade. That was really cute. And A Walk in the Park by Rebecca Weatherspoon. All 5-star reads.
Nice. Okay.
I do have what's the one with the male nanny? I have that on my TBR for the year.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Rape.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a good one. What am I currently reading right now? I'm reading Loyalty and Death by J.D. Robb, better known as.
You're finally starting that series? I'm so proud of you. Hey, Charles.
Starting, honey, this is book number 9.
Oh, well, okay. I didn't know.
I started this like years ago, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna finish it, and then no.
And you have like
I just read book 1 in that series, and I remember liking it.
Yeah,
Naked in Death is the first one, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I was like, I could tell right away that it was written by Nora Roberts. I was like, her voice sounds exactly the same. I'm like, you're not fooling me.
You're not fooling anybody, ma'am.
I was like, you're not. Especially when it came to the sex scenes, I was like, okay, yeah. This is Nora.
This is Nora. But yeah, it's a great series. Honestly, it really is.
Liz is killing it.
Have you guys read the Will Trent series by Karen Slaughter?
I've read a couple. I'm not caught up though, but I do like it.
I want to read it so I can watch the TV show because I know Karen Slaughter can be brutal.
Yes.
In her books.
Yes.
There's a couple of her books that I had to put down, like not because I wasn't enjoying them. It was just the content in them. I was like, whoa.
It was the one with the girl with the candle. I remember. What was that one?
The Good Daughter.
The Good Daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it. Yeah, the cover.
I had to see it. I was like, I could not read. I was like, okay, this is a little bit too much.
I've heard certain things about her books. So I'm just like, I'm not sure they're entirely my jam, unfortunately.
No.
So I might just.
I wouldn't. If I were you, I wouldn't.
Yeah, they're dark. They're pretty dark.
Can't pull Charles. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Asia and I are starting up Swoon Sisters again. One book a quarter. So one book every 3 months. And this one we're reading this March. We're reading Serpent and the Wings of Night. Just wanted to plug that.
That's one of my book box subscriptions.
Why does that sound familiar?
I haven't heard of that.
It's by Carissa Broadbent.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah. She's
okay.
Oh, I have the book around here somewhere. Here it is.
Okay, now I know that book. When you said Carissa Broadbent, I was like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to realize that was the same lady. Yeah.
I know her for the vampire.
And of course, my son just decided to wake up as well. So that's awesome.
I was like, whose cat is just like screaming in the other room? It's not a cat.
Kid.
Got it. Okay. Well, Nicole, we'll see you in a few minutes.
But
bring them on. We're always happy to have a fellow reader.
Can you hear me? Absolutely not. No.
Oh man. Okay. Well, maybe we'll see you. Maybe we won't. Bye if you don't come back for a bit. Okay. Yeah, I've read surprisingly 6 books this year, but in my defense, I guess it's not in my defense, in my like error, or I don't know, the opposite of defense. 4 of them were manga, so they're very quick reads.
Counts.
It counts. Don't diminish that.
I can't.
I know.
I don't like it when people do that. Or like it's comics. I don't count it as reading. I'm like, you're reading.
Oh my goodness, I didn't read that much. It was just like a couple manga. I was like, it's like 200 pages. You read something.
True. All right, fine. I've read 6 books. I mean, I was happy about it, so here we go.
I don't even know how much I read.
I will say probably my favorite book so far of the year, besides one of the manga that was super cute, and I don't have it because it's hidden behind all of these, is this one. Yes, it's the Megan Quinn book. Oh my god, it was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, unfortunately. Sorry, guys.
Everybody's okay. Bye, Nicole.
But yeah, y'all need to get on this one ASAP because it's so good. I know, Alicia, you're gonna probably hate everything about it, but also I think
I bought the audio because it was only like $4. It was on sale.
Okay. Charles, have you read it yet?
I need at least a year without Megan Quinn.
Yeah,
I feel like Jen, you don't realize how much I've read of Megan Quinn.
True, I don't think I do.
Like, I need a break. I don't even know how many books I read this year.
Of hers?
Because it is my goal that all of the books so far that I've read this year have been physically owned books.
Same. I'm gonna
do that this year. Do you guys have Spotify?
I do not.
I used to.
Because like now, if you like pay a monthly subscription, you get 15 hours of audiobooks that you can listen to.
Nice.
And it's like mostly,
but
it's a decent amount for like. And then I think if you want to
That's
buy
one
more,
Megan Quinn book.
No, but it's not indies. So these are like mostly like New York best, like traditionally published books, and like unlike Scribd, where they limit you after a certain amount of time.
But they never tell you what the limit is, which is so frustrating.
But here you can actually just like I think it's like $11 ish.
Oh, that's not bad.
If you want to buy like 10 more hours. So I think it's a great way to like test out an audiobook if you want to like listen to like a couple chapters and then decide if you want to read it. But I think especially for like they have like all the newest releases, like
that would be nice.
I think they said they have like 90%, 70% of like the books on the New York Best Times bestseller list. Like they're pretty current books, I think. Yeah, I think the new Alex Michaelides book, The Fury, is on there too. Ruth Ware is on there too. It's like it's a nice alternative that I like that you know like when you hit your limit, and then I think you get 15 hours each month.
It's not bad. And that's a good idea too.
And it rolls over too. It rolls over too for any you don't use.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's nice. It's baked into your Spotify, so if you like have a Spotify subscription, you get it for free.
Nice. Yeah, Shannon, check it out. See if they have it in Canada. Get back to us. Let us know.
I like it. I've been using it to read this book.
The Narrow?
Kate Alice Marshall.
Okay.
Ooh, I like her.
Have you heard you would like these Fleeting have you read these Fleeting Shadows by her?
No, but it's on my to read list. I want to.
That one's really good. It's I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a dysfunctional rich family all reuniting for the reading of a will.
Problems? Because I love that shit. I will eat it up.
It's rich people problems, but mixed with like ghost supernatural aspects.
Ooh.
And this one, The Narrow, so it takes place at a boarding school at Sapphic.
Okay.
And it's like this little cliff that you can jump over to the other side, and in between there's a river, and they called it the Narrow. And the myth is like if you fall into the Narrow will take you away and never give you back. So now you have our main character who's dealing with a ghost from the Narrow.
Ooh.
It actually for YA, it's actually pretty spooky.
For YA,
gets spooky. I read one that really freaked me out.
It gets pretty, or it gets pretty. I would say you're not gonna get scared, but it definitely pushes.
Yeah.
It definitely pushes because they're like 18 in the book.
Okay.
They're in their senior year of high school. It's good though.
I'm in the middle of so many books. I've only finished 2 because all the books that I'm reading are chunky. First, this one.
I'm reading that. That is slow. It's
I'm
kinda slow,
attempting to
though.
read it.
It's a lot, but it's
How far did you get in it?
50%.
I-
Did anything happen? I feel like not a lot. I'm gonna preface this with I'm not a big fantasy reader. PL is
I'm
wonderful.
at 35%.
You're at 30,
I'm on chapter 25.
25.
I think I'm on chapter
330 pages in.
I gotta be like 19 or something. 8.
I noticed with the ebook,
20.
he doesn't put chapters. It's just
That
broken
was
up
so
into
weird.
3 parts.
I can't figure out.
And that annoys me.
Same.
I'm on
But
chapter
there's chapters
14.
in the book. That's what makes no sense. Like on the physical page, there's a chapter, but it doesn't.
See, I can
It just breaks
show
it down by
you.
the part, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no,
can
mine does the
see.
same thing.
It breaks it down by part.
Yeah, same.
So
Are
it's
you
like 3
physically
parts,
reading,
but there's
Charles?
no
Or are you having
What?
Alexa read it to you?
Alexa.
Same. No
And I
offense.
do
I
I
just
like it. The writing is good, but I do think it's a little bit dry.
that's
Uh,
my problem. I need more. I
I
love
still
PL.
like,
I love the writing.
girl, the female mage. I was like, "Just make the series
Like
about
Lisa.
her."
Lacey, yeah. Oh, I want her
Lacey.
back.
I have a feeling. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I have a feeling because I'm on chapter 25 that it's going to slowly turn into her books as
I'm hoping. If we killed off what's his
Character, he
face.
like circles a drain. I was like, his motivation it just gets annoying after a while. Like, you want to
Okay.
basically erase these people's religion, make them believe in one true God, and validate their whole culture and beliefs. Because that's
the
what
one
your
thing
God tells you. But he doesn't even like, he's like considering, like, think about what you're doing.
But the one thing
He's
I
like,
do
"No."
like is that PL doesn't immediately turn him on a dime. Like you can see,
Yeah.
because that's not realistic. Like,
But he was pretty insufferable in book 1.
oh, I wanted to throat punch. I told PL I wanted to throat punch him multiple times.
I still want to.
I wanted him and his brother both to die and be Lacey
Him and Welly. Yeah,
I think that was the point.
The Thor. What are his 2 friend names? Thorn and God. There's a TH and there's a G.
Thorl
and
Glathan.
I would rather the book be about those 2. I'm just saying. Again, I agree with you, Charles. I think their writing is like beautifully done, but it's just for me. Like I if someone's not banging by like chapter 20, I need more. Okay, I'm so sorry.
I just think it's like too political and like.
And I
I
don't
like
do
the
those
political.
2.
It's interesting, but
Yeah.
I'm like wondering, like, how is this gonna be like a 5-book series? Like, where are we going?
7.
Or 7-book series. And I was like, I can kind of see like
Liz.
this is like the one you're gonna have to push yourself a little
Yeah.
bit until like it really kicks in.
I'm forcing myself to read 2 chapters a day so that I can finish on time. Although now I don't know. Liz, you may end up finishing on time, but we're not entirely sure. So I don't know. Alicia, did you want to spoiler alert this just a little bit, because in case?
Yeah. PL just reached out to me and let me know that a conflict arose, so we're trying to reschedule. So it's not going to be on February 3rd, but I'm not sure when it's going to be yet.
Yeah.
I just found out like.
That's good, because I'm definitely not going to be finished in time.
Oh, you're fine. It's just.
I'm still aiming to finish it before the 3rd.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee
just
I'm
do
gonna
2
remember
chapters
much.
at a time. I can only do 2 chapters.
Well, that's the thing, is you do 2 I have to have Alexa read it to me, and it has to be 2 chapters. I'll sit there and like page through it as I'm reading it, but yeah, it's one of those books where I'm like, I love the author, I love you, Alicia, so I'm gonna make sure that I do this for you guys. At the same time, I'm like,
as I told you before, you don't have to. You could just be there for moral support.
Yeah, I might have to do that for book 3. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't
I'm just telling you, it picks up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
I will have to say
where something has picked up. So that I was excited about, but at the same time I was just like, hopefully this
and I'm
lasts
also reading this chunky
50%.
thing.
What's that one?
What is
The
that?
Sphere Through Water.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that the other one.
Okay.
It's a sci-fi. And it's really, really good. I'm only about 160-ish pages in. I think this will be my first 5-star of the year.
Nice. I
I
know
gave
you
my
guys.
first 5-star already, I think.
Which one is?
I think I gave a 5-star already.
I've had 2. He's Not My Type was one of them. I friggin' love that one so much. I understand you need to take time, Alicia. You'll never get to it. That's okay.
No, I'm gonna read it because I actually give a shit about the character.
Oh,
Everybody else I could care less about.
And
I
apparently
just
this
want Megan
audiobook.
Quinn to write an MM. I just want an MM or
You're gonna write
FF
a
in
story
Megan
damn book,
Quinn.
please.
Because like there was a
honestly feel
side
like
character that was
done that.
MM, but like they got written out and it
I
happened in the
loved him.
background. They
The
got written in the background and that
friend.
pissed
I
me
loved
off.
him.
I was like, come on.
I would love for a yeah.
And I want them to kick the neurotic friend to the freaking curb. She's effing annoying.
I love her though.
Penny? Okay then.
I just love like a
Alicia,
mean or like difficult heroine. That like I just love them.
yeah, Alicia, you might want to skip it. I know that you said that you bought it, but if you did not like Penny, she's in this one. I
just don't like
so much.
I love Penny.
But it's not Megan Quinn's writing, it's just
Ollie.
I'm on chapter 8, so I'm not far. I'm just a little. I'm loving that, but that's a reread. But I'm also going to pick this up tonight. It's issue 2 of Dracula.
Is it like the Bram Stoker or like the Very Faithful?
It's only 2 issues in so far, but the point of view in this is from a different character. A character that's just brought up in a one-line.
Yeah. Because actual
throwaway
like,
line in the actual book.
Actually, the Dracula like book, like the original book, is like so disappointing.
But I can see why you said that because I was bored in certain sections, but I just thought of it as like campy soap opera fun stupidness, and that I had.
But like, it's so weird to call a book after a character that isn't in the book for like the last 70%.
That's what?
He's only physically in the book, like in the first like 20 to 30%. And then for the rest of the book, he's more of like an entity.
Yeah.
That like haunts the characters, but you don't actually see him.
And I'm working on this. It's a reread though.
That's what Liz was saying. She's on chapter 6. I haven't started it, but while we're on the topic,
it's so good.
Next book club is going to be February 7th at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be Indigo by Beverly Jenkins. If you want to take a screenshot. Great. And then Charles, you weren't here for this, but I'm going to say it now that we're a little bit further into it. The plan is starting in March that we're going to push book club about 30 minutes. So it's going to be the first one, which will be tackling the TBR 2, will be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time for you guys. And then I'm really sorry. The following one will be at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Eastern time for you guys. Might mean that we have to make them a little bit quicker for you. But I have a workout class that is now on Wednesdays, and I would never make it back by 6, but 6:30 I can do.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, if you pushed it back like until 11:30, then I would have been like, love you, but no.
I still feel bad. Honestly, for me, like if I'm not in bed, like curled up by 10 o'clock, I'm just dead to the world. So I'm thinking, okay, 9:30, you'd have to like rush through the book.
That's what made it so hard, even though I love Erin doing Erin's book club, because for Charles and I, we were the only East Coasters, and I'm just like, I'm drinking coffee at like 7:30 to stay awake because it wouldn't start till 10 o'clock my time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be a little bit hard.
Are we doing that book club still?
We're in the group still, but no one ever reached back out to me to pick it back up, so I'm assuming it's done.
Which one are you talking about, Liz?
I offered to put it on like because of
your channel.
And that nobody answered, so I just dropped it. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever.
We could still do yours. Are you talking about Northanger Abbey or something different?
Oh no, we were Erin's book club for Erin's because we were trying to switch it to my channel, but nobody answered me when I was like, are you okay? Besides you, of course. I was like, okay. So I just let it go.
I think I'm reading 7 books at the same time right now.
I'm reading 5, and I highly do not recommend.
Yeah, no.
I don't even know.
Well, no, I got 2.
Did I rate any books on Goodreads?
You have a lot of currently reading. I know that much.
Wow, way to trigger me.
No, I have a lot of currently reading too. There's no shade in that.
Which ones am I reading? I'm reading PL's book. I'm reading the second book by Sarah J. Maas. Oh, and I'm reading the new Jennifer L. Armentrout book, of Wrath and Ruin.
Yeah, I'm reading P.L. Stewart, Indestructible, Liars Like Us.
3.
The Narrow. Some weird spicy romance novellas.
Some weird spicy romance. Weird how? Come on.
You know, like when I see something under 100 pages on Amazon, I'm like, okay, let's just give this a shot. Let's just see. Let's just see what it is.
Is this one that you should have been like, and pass? Or not so much? You're not sure yet.
One is good. One is it's it's a guy who runs a farm and a librarian who's neurodivergent. So this one's not bad.
Ooh. Who's that by?
Casey Cox.
Okay.
I'm
a sucker for librarian romance.
But I am reading a long book. Indestructible is 17 hours. And that's a romance.
Okay.
I'm excited for... Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was answering Shannon that I'm excited for Indigo as well, mainly because Nicole is always talking about Beverly Jenkins, and I've never read anything by her. So I'm hoping I like it, but also she said it's an American historical, and that has already weirdly put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, Beverly only writes American historical.
But I feel like I learned more reading these historical romances than I did in high school.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I feel like it's what you prefer in historical. Some people want the escapism, like Bridgerton, where you it's just it's a love, but some want more actual history woven into books. I think Nana Malone said eating veggies a little bit. You want to just eat sweets and cake, but then sometimes you gotta eat a little veggie as well.
I remember not reading for a month. This book gave me a book hangover in the best way possible. I was
Why would you choose that then? I can't afford to have a book hangover.
Well, it was so good. I didn't choose it. Okay,
it was originally a different one.
It wasn't me. Don't yell at me.
This one.
I am looking forward to Sing Me to Sleep. I listened to the sample. I know. Oh, I'm in love.
Oh, okay.
She's a murderer. She's an assassin, and I was like,
oh, I can't wait. And the covers are gorgeous for that book.
I just got it as a special edition, and I'm like, I need to read more of those, so I'm gonna work those into book club if I can. I likely won't have time to eat, Liz, so don't be surprised if you see me eating here or just rushing and being like, I gotta eat. I will probably come very sweaty, so if you guys want to come in your PJs because it's gonna be later, absolutely fine. No judgment here.
And I'm rereading The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh.
We'll have to look into that, Liz. And because I'm going to forget, I'm just going to go ahead and take a screenshot really fast on my phone.
Historian. Oh, is that the one, the Dracula retelling? I read it years ago for college.
Please go to
Oh, okay.
Nice. Okay.
That's a good mix. It's better than my spot.
The other one? I did a Megan Quinn. And maybe the rest have just been manga. Oh no, I did read one Madison Faye book because I wanted to finish the Winchester series. Didn't hate it. I actually liked the little bit of plot at the end. It didn't feel stupid and dumb. I didn't like how what's the word I'm looking for? That everything just wrapped up with a neat little bow at the end. I was just like, okay, absolutely not. But I was very grateful for the fact that there was an age gap and she didn't use the word daddy, because there was a scene where he said something and I was just like, if this comes to fruition, I will literally riot this book.
Jen, your hatred of that word is so funny.
Well, I don't like it, but I don't hate it as much as she does.
Even if it's not a trope, if there's an age gap, it may come up. You can't run away from it in romance.
That's my one thing with Megan Quinn is she'll always make a daddy reference, and I was just like, if this turns into, I know one of these
needed.
times it's gonna be, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna have to do what I did with Katie Roberts, and like we're gonna have to make a joke of this. Let's just know. That's fiction. Oh, for me. Oh, okay. No, it's understandable.
It's historical romance though, so
It's just I love the hero in that book. Oh,
okay. I need to be better about reading my library books when they come in, because honestly, I usually just be like, deliver later. And I got to the point where I was like, I gave it to the 180-day max because I was like, I'll come back to you when I'm ready. Which might be
told you
never.
I did that one from the library.
That's why I feel
Mystery?
like I can't read
so bad.
audiobooks from the library because I'm so much of a mood reader. And so if you like drop a historical or epic fantasy in the middle of my life, I'm like, I don't want to read that right now. Maybe like 2 weeks ago when I placed a hold, I wanted to read it then. But now I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just end up like buying it.
Yeah.
When I'm ready to read it, because I'm like, I know I'm not gonna read, and then in like 30 days, when they like cram the book in, I'm bad at that. I'm bad at finishing books on a timely fashion. I'll get halfway through a book and I'm like, ooh, what is that new book?
Yeah.
I've done that countless times, and then go back to the book and just start off where I left off.
See, I feel like I just don't remember things. I can't start too many. The fact that I'm in the middle of 3 is shocking to me.
I'm in the middle of 5, and 2 of them are rereads.
Just be like me. I don't care. Like, I'll pick it up.
Because I got the Megan Quinn special editions, the Bodice Rippers. I did get them all. So in my mind, I'm like, I need to do one a month. And so I'm thinking I'm going to start with her oldest ones and then work my way forward in time.
Like
so
I need
that's a lot of books.
That's Burnout City.
I know. That's like, you're heading to like right, because she releases like 6 to 8 books in a year.
She's got 5 books planned out this year.
Oh, one of her books is being adapted.
Yes, the Highland Fling. I love that
Fling.
book.
The Highland Fling.
That's the first book I ever read by her.
Passion Flicks, I vibe with them. They're not the best. Objectively, they're not the best. But like, at least they understand like why people like romance. They do the over the top scenes that don't actually work. But like, if you're romance, you're like, oh.
I feel like that one's going to be a good one. And she also recently described, she said that Alicia, don't even listen. You're going to hate this book. The one that she has coming out, I think February 6th, where it's a reverse Grumpy Sunshine. So it's the woman who is, and I'm just like,
I want to read that.
I'm very interested.
Did you sign up for did you get the audio arc?
I didn't. I was going to, and then something happened. I was like, I haven't read the first book, and I don't know if that's a problem. And so I was just like,
no, they're standalones.
I would have to read that really fast.
I think the heroine in book 2 is a sister of the heroine in book 1.
Okay.
There's 3 siblings.
Maybe I can still sign up for it. I still have the link that you sent me, so
they may have already picked, because they'll usually go like as soon as they send it. I think it's like the first come first serve. So like you may not get it. No.
But if I put my name out there, maybe they'll send it to me the next time.
Maybe
possible.
And if you get it again, maybe just send it my way. It is a pretty cover. I think my favorite one is still this one.
That is a good cover.
Highland Fling, the audio is through Kindle Unlimited, so I can listen to it.
That is one thing I like about hers, is that a lot of it's Kindle Unlimited, and then she also includes the audiobook, which is really nice.
But it also doesn't make me feel bad if I don't jive with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just like in my chunky book phase right now, I think, because there's so many books that I want to read. And I don't know if it's burnout from last year, because I read so many books last year, but I've just been reading everything so much slower than normal for me.
Yeah. I have been too.
I'm still enjoying everything, but I've been reading things so much slower.
I feel like I got back to how fast I read. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, no, you're fine. I was going to say, I honestly didn't realize that either until she said that it's a reverse Grumpy Sunshine. Charles, you might be the better expert on this one. Is it usually the guy that's grumpy and the girl that's like the sunshine, or?
Yeah, that's why they don't like age gap. We say age gap because it usually always means older hero, younger female heroine.
I like when it's the opposite though, when it's an older female and young man.
I think that's why they say, like, why are we using these terms? Like, when you say reverse harem, why don't you just say harem?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's because then you have to say, like, then, like, does it have to be labeled something different if it's the other way around?
True.
It's still the same thing. Like, you can figure that out, but so I know a lot of people have issues with that. But it's usually, grumpy is a guy, sunshine is a female.
Got it. I just need to read more books. I have a lot of chunksters, so I'm trying to like pick one. I think one a quarter, I think is kind of what Nicole, I mean, she did a quarter for a different thing, but one a quarter would be doable. But I know that the third Sarah J. Maas book is coming up, so I was just like, maybe I can read. Oh, what was that? This happened the last time. Okay, I did this once, and this hopefully works again. Yes. I don't know why it does it, but I love it so much. Super sorry. I was on a FaceTime with a different friend and that did that, and I was like, "What is this amazingness?" Yeah, I feel like without the manga, I've had a slow reading year. My thing was I wanted to get PL's book started, and so and then I started also the Sarah J. Maas one. So I'm like, I don't want to start too many at one point because I want to get through them. Because I think last year it took me like 4 months to do the Sarah J. Maas book because I kept putting it off.
I kept reading other things in between.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might try to do a few small ones, but we could do a chunkster book for the TBR. I will tell you, now that everybody's here, everyone feel free to put thoughts in the comments. We do have 2 books scheduled for February. Well, we're gonna learn all of these before the end of the day.
Dude, the thumbs up is my favorite one. Do the thumbs up.
Well, I just did this one. There you go.
The other day I did it on a live, like giving someone a thumbs up, and it popped up like the Facebook thumbs up sign.
Yeah, that's what this one did. It did this one. There it goes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do that more. I don't know how any of it does it. It just started doing it on its own. So here we are. So clearly I am an Apple user, which is where all of these things come from. But yeah, and then so that February has 2 physical books. The first session in March is another Tackling the TBR. And then the second one at the end of March is The Last Tale of the Tale of the Flower Bride. It's a standalone book, guys.
Woo! It's not that long.
Woo! And it is not that long.
Oh, there's more books posted?
Yeah, I'm trying not to do too many at a time, but then I started thinking that I also wanted to try to figure out April a little bit because I was on a roll. And a small part of me, and everyone tell me how you feel about this, with April just maybe doing 2 back-to-back Tackling the TBRs. I don't know how you guys all like these. Hopefully
I'm fine with that.
You could do a series. You could do Lore Olympus as like a nice.
Yeah.
That's a very quick.
Yeah.
Even though I have read all 4 volumes, but I'm willing to talk about it. Okay. Like that's a nice. It's light. They're not big books, but they're quick to get through.
Yeah, I got the first 4 of them. I don't have the 5th one.
Yeah. There's I forgot what the name is, but there is one. It's Samantha. I'm blanking on her channel name.
Thoughts on Tomes.
Yes. Tome Topple. Tome Topple Readathon. That's what it is. That's what it is. If you want to do. I don't know. I feel like for me this year I'm more careful about the books that I pick up. So like I listen to a sample in detail, and if I'm not feeling it,
I need to
then I won't read it. So I'm looking more for like the question I asked, like, does it hook me? Like if I had 5 more minutes to listen to it, like would I listen to it? That's why I like the Spotify service a little bit, so I can actually listen to a couple chapters. And then I can be instead of like wasting a credit, and I'm like, oh crap, now I'm stuck with this book.
Yeah, true.
So that's what I do now. So like at least I know what I'm reading. I'm like, okay, I actually want to read this. And then like I said, like a very strict, you're gonna read like 10 chapters a day of this. So then I don't spend too much time on a book.
I feel like that's accurate. I need to be hooked, or something about it has to really excite me So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe because I've been wanting to read Lure Olympus actually sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
So I almost want to say for the tackling the TBR, so still have it as part of that. So maybe we can catch up with all 4 of you, Charles, by the March one, because I feel like those would be
Yeah.
fairly easy to blow through. March 6th would be that first one.
So they're up until the 7 volumes, and the 7th one doesn't come out till October. So you
For
have
Lure
plenty of
Olympus?
time for Lure
I have the
Olympus.
first 4. I don't
I
have
had the first 5. I did find somewhere, actually I got
I don't know if
gifted the
this is the
5th
last
one.
one. Let me see. I don't think this is the last one.
because it's like a long-lasting webtoon.
Yeah, this is episode. The 7th volume is up to 153 to 179. I
Okay.
wonder how many issues Lure Olympus
You
have.
can go on webtoon and find out. Because I only have the first 4 were on sale, I think, right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's over 250? Oh
So
my
That's a
goodness, it's gonna be like 10 volumes at least. Okay,
let's read the
now that I know that, you may want to like sprinkle that on it because I think now that makes sense. Because like, why is this series like stalling so much on so many of the character arcs?
Oh, yeah, because it goes a
Now
little
it
bit
makes
longer.
sense when it's like over 250 episodes. It's like, oh, okay, because it's
Maybe
slow burn.
we'll do in
It's
April
slow.
then. Maybe we'll just aim for April, and then I'll make the theme colors for those like pink and blue.
Yeah.
And then if you want to read it, you can read it. If not, it's not an official book pick. If you hate it, we can switch to something different. By then, I'm hoping to have read some of the Megan Quinn books that I have because I keep buying them. And guys.
Well, she does I have to give her credit. Like, she does put a lot of effort in cover design.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
a lot of authors don't do that,
I
but she
like her
puts
as
a
a
lot of
person. I just
effort.
don't like her books are for me.
I just want her to write an MM or FF. Like,
I want
it's
her to write a
about
super damn
time.
book.
So I got creative, and I created a list. So
You
all the
created
ones
a
in white
spreadsheet.
are the ones that I own, and the pink ones are part of the 10th anniversary editions. The blue ones are ones that I don't have. So there's a lot of them. And then the purple ones, which are only down here. So I own way more than I've read, and I need to change that. So
I would
this
say
might be
pace yourself because Megan Quinn can get really tiring really quickly.
I think that was
Because
I
like
think that's
every
my
book you read is
problem.
like 14 hours.
Yeah,
It grates on you after a while.
some of the beginning ones are a lot smaller.
And the narrator.
Yeah.
Narrators for her
Yeah, the
books.
beginning ones are smaller, and then when she got like later in, like all the books are like at least around the 14-hour mark, which is really long for a romance.
I'm really digging.
The one book on One Time Speed was 17. I was like, oh no. Oh no.
You don't do that one speed anyways.
Well,
I'm
I was
really
the one I
digging
DNF'd in like 15 pages in because I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
I would start with her newer stuff because her narrators are much better.
Well, and I feel like for this, I feel like for most of hers, I've actually physically read them. And I think that might be what helps me because sometimes narrators can like legit destroy.
I think that's the problem. Her female narrator for the series she's doing now grates on my nerves. I can't.
Oh, she usually changes them.
She's gonna have a full narrator audiobook,
yeah.
which I think is gonna be Posey's book. Unless if she decides to string that along and like make us guess who he's gonna end up with and switch to OC, who she introduced in this He's Not My Type.
No, did you see Posey's the next book? I'm pretty sure.
I'm hoping
she said
so.
that she's working on Posey's book.
And a small part of me that hopes that Posey and OC get together because those two would be a fucking riot, guys. Let me just tell you.
Oh, there was one book.
I just wish I really liked her books because I like her.
Yeah. That's
there's a book you guys have to read. I think it's Like a Hurricane.
Like a Hurricane.
By Rio Wild.
Do I have this one?
You probably don't have. Let me check the title. It's a dark.
There's a hurricane book that I had in here.
Yeah, it's Like a Hurricane. It's
I don't have it.
Is it dark? Kind of. It's a dark small town.
Okay.
So it features a heroine whose father hires a hero who's a hitman to take out the competition, but
Oh,
then the hero takes a liking to his daughter.
The
But the
that's
heroine in this one is so freaking smart and, like, is so vicious. Not vicious, but, like, she will fight. And she, like there was, like, a
See, that
scene it's not a spoiler, where,
yeah.
like, it's a light spoiler, like, he, like, stalks her in the beginning parts of the book.
Did you tell us about this one before?
No, this is a different book. He stalks her
Okay.
and, like, actually goes into her home to, like,
Oh.
see how she lives. It's just one scene. And then the next scene, they finally get together. He drives her back to her home, and then while they're getting hot and heavy, she's like, "Wait, how the hell did you know where I live?" It's, like, just a funny moment where she picked up on that. I was like, "I like you," because most of the heroines would be like, "Oh, this is fun."
Clueless. Yeah.
She picked up on it immediately.
But
She's
that's
like,
what I don't like about a lot of romances is the women, even if they're portrayed to be smart, they're too stupid to
"Oh,
live.
you will like Real Wild." So it's a series. It's a trilogy following 3 brothers. The
Hmm.
first one is a little bit heavier, but she does a really good job with the female character in that one.
Okay.
And the second one too, I finished the second one in a day. I could not stop listening. It's 7 hours.
They're not long.
Oh, that's not long.
They're
That's
not
fine.
long, but they pack a punch.
Okay.
Like, the heroines are so freaking good, and the heroes just, like, I love them. They're messed up, but that book too, when she put it together in her head, I was like I just cackled because I was like, "This is great. This
Most
is
of them don't
comedy
figure that
gold
out.
right
Yeah.
here." Most of them didn't, and she's just like, "Wait, how did you get into my how did you know where I live? But yet you took me back to my" and he's like, "Wait, hold on. Don't get
I
What
would be.
cocky."
about this? What were you gonna say, Alicia?
That's a tough one for me because
Yeah.
Oh, but there's literally a scene where she tries to escape out of a bathroom window, but the window's too small, so
Oh,
her butt
no.
gets stuck, and the hero just, like, comes in and laughs at her. He's like, "Can you not look at me? I'm trying to escape, of course." Oh, it's so
Oh.
good. You have to read that one. It's not that dark if it's not too dark.
No, I think you got it. They get together after he does it, right?
It's, like, a very small part. It's a very small part, but they don't actually get together until, like, where they start having feelings until, like, 70 to 80%.
Oh my
So a
gosh, it's so
lot
long.
happens. Well, because not a spoiler, but something happens with her father, and now she's a target. So people wanna kill
Okay.
her. So, like, he tries to
Gotcha.
protect her, and that's when the relationship progresses. The kidnapping and stalking is just, like, a small part.
Very
It's,
small.
like, the
Okay.
first 5 or 10 chapters. Like, it's not a big if that's something that's not your jam, it's not a big part of the plot.
Okay.
So don't worry.
Something to think
But it's
about for
good.
sure.
It's
I just
good.
I don't like with a lot of books that are coming out now. I'm not saying this one specifically that like they make it seem hot to be stalked.
Oh yeah.
No, this one is she's very like, "I will kill you."
I don't like with a lot of romances now. I'm just like, as someone who was stalked in college,
Mhm.
there's nothing sexy about being stalked in college, like at all.
Yeah, this one is not. Like, she really does not like it. Like, she notices immediately, like, someone that has tampered with her alarm, that it went down for a couple hours, and that's how he snuck in. And so, like, she, like, called, and then, like, when he came, she, like, put it immediately together, and she was like, "I'm gonna beat the snot out of you."
You would not
Like,
be
literally just to protect her, he had to drug her to, like,
Oh.
get her to calm down because she was gonna kill him. Like, that's the heroine. Like, she's like, "I will murder you. Like, don't mess with me."
See, that's me. Don't mess with me.
You will I was surprised with Real Wilds, like, the 2 books that I read in that series, the heroines are really good.
I just don't like when you're told women are smart and then they do the dumbest things humanly possible.
No,
And then you're not
she's
shown that they're
incredibly smart. She's incredibly smart. I mean, like, she literally tries to escape for, like, the first, like, half of the book.
Oh,
Like, even when it's snowing outside and she can't get anywhere because they're on a remote island, she's like, "I'm gonna get away even if I die."
my death or it's my life. That
I
didn't
love
make
her.
any sense.
And
That's
it's
the
Teddy
beginning fact.
Hamilton who narrates the audiobook, who is one of the co-narrators. So it's good.
Is there any books you're looking forward to that are coming out this year? I know you're looking forward to the Carrie Maniscalco one.
The Riley Sager. New Riley Sager.
Ugh.
I'm looking forward to
What
Temptress in the
else?
Tea. I saw just like a snippet, like a aesthetic
Oh, by
trailer for it.
Hafsa Faisal.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
want
that
to
looked
read
really
that one
good.
too. There's
I pre-ordered that today.
there was another one.
I think Fairloot's doing that one. They did
The
something like, with
Familiar.
the video, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I
want
pre-ordered
one.
that too. The Familiar.
The
By
Familiar,
Luca
yep.
Duco. I want to read that.
Maybe make that in May.
I was just concerned that it was connected to all her other series because
I think it's a standalone.
This one's
I really liked the duology, but I bounced off of the original trilogy.
Yeah. Most people.
I don't think it was bad. I think I just read it too late. Like I was
and if you
already
read the
in my
duology
30s when I read it.
you're
I was
not
just
gonna
like,
Yeah. I'm trying to like only read standalones. That's why I'm going out of romance.
Yeah.
Oh, the new Shauna McGuire. I want to read that. The latest in the
I really like some of her books, and then I bounce off others, like some of the novellas. I really
Have you read
like
A Middle
them,
Game?
and then I'm just like, I can't stand this.
Have you read Middle Game by her?
No. For the dumbest reason, for the two dumbest reasons, I hate the cover because hands freak me out, and the main characters' names are Roger and fucking Dodger. I can't.
It's so good, Alicia. Like you guys will both like it. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so good though.
Doctor, though, they're twins named Roger and Dodger.
But like the story and the way it's really good. You will like it. If you like the Wayward Children series, you'll like it.
I like some of them from the Wayward Children series.
Have you read all the series?
I'm like 2 or 3 behind because I've been waiting on the library because I'm not paying full price for that.
But they're so good.
Some of them are annoying though.
Even if I don't give them all 5 out of 5 stars, like it's nice to have like a series that's like high quality short stories.
Yeah,
you don't actually have to read. You can read them in any order you want.
Yeah, I feel with a couple of them, I feel like she's hitting you over the head with the moral of the story, and I'm just like, I get it. I get like some of them. I'm just like, I get it. Stop hitting me with like a 2x4 with what I was trying to
The last one was good.
Yeah.
The last one was good. The Lost Things, I think. That had a character that was sexually. I think it was like that sexual assault in that one.
I'm on book 5. I think.
Oh, that's like I think that's the second to last book she released.
Yeah.
So that's like but that one's a good one. It's like she runs away from home and goes into this like magical warehouse shop. But it's quite sinister. Not like in a bad way, but like there's a cost that she doesn't know about.
I feel like.
But I love it. I love like these not dark, but like morality-esque, like fairy tales, like the original Brothers Grimm. Like when you like read like the actual fairy tale or like actual Greek mythology is like quite dark.
Yeah.
And what happens to them. So it's like I kind of like that style that she's doing. I hope she keeps it going forever because she can write it.
I think she said she's stopping at book 10, I think.
I feel like she can, like, even though I don't remember all the characters and how they all connect, you really don't need
The only ones I liked were Jack and Jill.
And Jack and Jill, I think they had 2 books.
Yeah.
And then
every other character, like, I understood why they were like that, but someone got, like...
Candyland was good. The Candy Roll one was good. They're all good. Jen, you love them. They're like, if you want like a nice breather in between, I would just go to your library and get all of them, and then you could just pop them in. And the audios are not that long too. I think they're unscripted.
They're between like 4 and 5 hours without being
not bad.
Yeah.
I have to check my Hoopla, see if they have it.
Then they have illustrations.
Oh, even better.
I didn't know that. But
yeah, the current books, yeah.
I am curious what the newest one that came out was because it's got a dinosaur on the cover.
You best believe I have it on hold.
With a dinosaur.
I was like, give it to me now.
I'm a sucker with anything about with a dinosaur on it.
I just love Shannon McGuire's writing. Like, I love it. I want to read her mermaid one. Her like Murderous Mermaid.
Wait, she has a mermaid one?
Yeah, Mira Grant is her pen name.
Her pen. I know she had doesn't she have 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think it's called Into the Drowning Deep.
Oh, I didn't know that was her. Okay.
That's her.
Okay.
And I'm not spoiling it for anyone. Like, it's a known fact.
Things to check out. See, tackling the TBR, adding to the TBR. You know,
adding to the TBR. Come on, it's us. How are we not going to add to the TBR?
Alicia probably has like 15 books like ready to go. If you need reading recommendations.
Yeah.
I have piles over here.
No.
I have piles.
I have a million myself, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up just because my Guinness has gone through me and now I have to go to the bathroom, as well as food. So this has been fun. I hope everybody here has enjoyed it and we've learned lots of things and we've added books to our TBR. We'll check in with everyone at the beginning of March, but in the meantime, once again, our next live stream is going to be Indigo by Beverly Jenkins. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to join us there. I would like to thank my lovely co-hosts, everyone in the comments, either now or later. Don't forget to like the video. Maybe there it is. That's going to add levels to the live stream for sure. Yes, so I think that's everything. Yay! Glad it's a good one. That's the other reason I just don't want to go too long without hanging out with everyone, because when we go like 3 and 4 weeks, I'm just like, I miss you guys. So just kind of coming on and talking about what we're reading is wonderful. So happy reading, everyone, and we'll talk to you on February 7th. Bye.
Have a good night.